Alrighty, friends and neighbors, YouTube land. It is time for some racing. As you can see by the title, there's a few trucks involved tonight. I got out this older Ford F-150 and one of my favorite Fords, the Mantis. Now, Mantis I took to the speed shop just a little while ago, running down the track a little bit just to break it in a little further. We'll see what they're going to do after a while. We have in Overboard 454. We're going to try that out. We have a Lotus. Let's see, this is a Elise 340R. All metal. What a beautiful casting that is. We also have a Chaparral 2. Also all in metal. Oh, what's that? Oh, don't you know, I like the Corvette gassers. Just in case that one pulls down a little speed. We got the other two out right there. We also have a 2 Jet Z. Look at that car. Another one that is all metal. I'm hoping that front axle's in good shape. Now them open wheel cars are. Now about something a little different. Look at this. White Heat. Look at this car. Very skinny wheels, front and back. And again, mostly metal. We'll see what that does. Aerodynamic plastic body, of course. This is a newer casting. You can tell by the card. This from this year. It's got a metal bottom on it. That's pretty good axles though. Pretty good wheel spin. We'll see what happens. G-Man Adventures, what's up, bro? And we got the Pixel Shaker. Mostly plastic. A little bit of metal on the bottom. Pretty good axles on it. We'll see what that can do up on the track. And tell by the title, we're going to do some trucks. How about the newer limited grip? I have a lot of these open all the way back to the very first one. You know I like my lowrider trucks. I don't much care for pink and purple, but hey, speed is speed, right? Oh, what's that? 83 Silverado open. Now, most of the time when Mattel takes these trucks and cars and they lower them that low, they usually don't go that fast, but we're going to try it out. We also got, oh yeah, a few of the classics. Now, Steel City Mafia sent me this Trans Am not too long ago. It's still pretty fast. We're going to match it up with none other than Kit. Kit's been on this show plenty of times. You can tell by the white stripe on the back window. It has been to the speed shop. How about this faster than ever GTO? Oh yeah, nothing like classic muscle FTE style. We'll check that out. Now, one of the latest debates is which one of the Silverado EVs is the fastest. We have the newest version, which is, I kind of call it a burnt orange. We have the gray Silverado EV. And one of the first ones that came out is this black edition. So you just never know. Mystic Car Archives, what's up, buddy? Hey, glad you joined in. I just want to say thanks to everybody watching the show, joining in on the live. We're about ready to have some fun, y'all. Got a lot of cars already opened up. I checked the axles. Everything's rolling fine. We got the lights on, got the track on. Don't forget, at the 30-minute mark, we're going to play what's in that trailer. It's a little easy to see, I know. Now, this being my birthday week, I had a lot of Camaros and Firebirds on the short videos, but I didn't have enough days of the week to include a newer style Camaro body style. So this purple one with those N15 wheels, convertible, we're going to check that out in just a little bit. But for right now, let's get to this debate. Which Silverado EV is the fastest? So let's check it out, y'all. Let's grab the black one and the gray one, and let's get to the starting line, y'all. After all, racing is why we're here. On this hump day, hope everybody's having a really fine day. I know I am. I'm ready to do some racing. We need this pick-me-up halfway through the week. So let's get to it. Which is faster of the three EVs? Let's go. Head over diecast says the black one. Let's find out. Oh, so far, The gray one's laying down a 2502, and the black one is laid down a 2541. So 2502 in lane 2 is the time to beat. Let's go back to the starting gate and switch the lanes. 2502 is the time to beat. So far, the gray Silverado EV laying down a good time. I don't know. I just don't know, y'all. I'm kind of pulling for the burnt orange just because I like that color. 2502, time to beat. Let's see what happens, y'all. Live. Oh, even in lane 1. Oh, he went just a little bit quicker. 2496. 2533 out of the black EV. So at the moment, the fastest one is the gray EV. Now there's probably another color variation that I don't have quite yet. So we know the black one's got beat. We'll get to these Fords on the track in just a minute. So far, the gray EV is the one to beat. Let's go to, oh, I can't get over this color, y'all. I love this color. Love it. But, you know, just because it's pretty, don't mean it's fast. We'll give that orange one the preferred lane. Lane 2 over here. This is lane 1. Now, let's see who's the fastest. Gray or orange? Let's see. Gonna check this debate out and finish this thing once and for all. Which one is fastest? Oh, man, check him out. 2497 passing in the lane 1, I tell you. 2553. Oh, that is slow for the burnt orange. My goodness, what a beautiful truck to be slow though. 2497, time to beat. Let's go back to the starting gate. 2497. Well, how about that? Let's see what the burnt orange Silverado can do in lane 1, see if it can match that time or even do better. 2497, let's do it. Head over diecast, double tap the screen. Appreciate that, brother. Oh, the gray EV got even faster. 2486, 2536. Wow. Well, just to be fair, this gray EV has been raced a lot on this track, so it is really broken in. We'll give this burnt orange one more shot before we call it quits. 2486 in the preferred lane. Because you got to give these cars and trucks benefit of the doubt when they're fresh. And I know the gray EV is well broken in. But man, I was really hoping for that orange one. I really was. I just like that color. 2486. Time to beat or even match for that burnt orange Silverado EV. Is not going to do it. He's not going to do it. We got a 2508 and a 2544. So the debate in this household is the gray Silverado EV is the fastest out of these three. And that kind of rhymes too, don't it? Didn't mean to rhyme. Well, how about that? I'll still give them benefit of the doubt, though. Those are pretty nice trucks. I like that Silverado. But, you know, sometimes I get a little guff because I'm a Chevrolet fan. Sometimes these Fords are also pretty darn quick. And you got to admit, when Mattel made this truck and the bed of it in chrome, I mean, come on, y'all. A chrome bed, that looks good. So let's try the long bed Ford against the Silverado EV. Uh-oh. First time I've seen the red one run. Needs broke in more. Yeah, probably so. Austin, thanks for joining in, brother. And thank you to everyone who tuned in for the live event happening right now on this hump day. And thank you to everyone who watches the replay. Here we go. Ford against Chevy. What a classic matchup. Ford against the Chevrolet. Chevrolet EV throwing out the win with a 2517 in lane 1. 2599 for the Ford F-150. that I've had quite a while, but I like this truck. I'm definitely not going to get rid of it, but 2517, let's switch the lanes. This little EV is getting its workout today. You're going to be number one, you're going to have to work for it. Now it's going to sit around collecting dust. We don't do that around here. 2517, time to beat. Can afford F-150. Find a little power somewhere. Just a little more. Nope, don't look like it, but that EV is sure is fast. In lane 2 over there, 2489. 2602 for 150. Oh my goodness. That is slow, bro. Well, we know which one's slowest out of these trucks so far ran today. Oh, thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the love. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. So far, that is the slowest out of the trucks. Now for the Mantis. Another one of my favorites. Like I said before, this Mantis I took to the speed shop. Eight. Well, that's not bad for out of the speed shop. That's a little better than he was doing. We'll flip-flop the lanes, see if he can do a little bit better. Silverado slowed up, probably because it was not in the preferred lane. Silva, thanks for joining in. And to everyone else watching the live, we're having fun. We're racing. This is what we do on Wednesday night. Here we go. Wow, he really kept up that time. 2493 in the preferred lane. 2507 out of the Ford F-150 Mantis. So, now that's been to the speed shop. It is keeping up. Not bad. Have to run it against the ranks here after a while, depending on where it rolls. We should turn on our scale here for a second. We'll set the EV over there. It's done slip my mind what this Mantis weighs. Let's see where he in at. 4679. So that would put him up here. He would have to beat the Volkswagen Bug to get in. So let's just go ahead and take care of that little business, right? Why put it off till later? He's got to beat the Baja Bug to get up here with these greats, which there's only 6 in that weight class. The lighter weight cars, easy to find. They're everywhere. The heavyweights, forget it. They are hard to find unless you're spending $5 a piece. Gary, how you doing? Some collection? Yeah, brother, you've only seen a little bit. Trust me, you've only seen a little bit. Let's see if that Mantis. Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it, y'all. The Baja Bug only rolled a 2522. The Mantis rolled a 2507. Look at that. Run off track, he gave it so much. Yeah, Mantis giving it all tonight, showing out after being to the speed shop. 2507. So the Baja Bug, he's going to have to run a 2507 in the preferred lane if he wants to keep him out. Otherwise, Mantis is going to get in. Now that is exciting to me. I've had this Mantis truck probably going on 2 years. I would not get rid of it because, well, I haven't seen another one. 2507. Come on, Baja Bug. You gonna kick him out or you gonna let him in? Oh, he's gonna let him in because the truck even ran a 2519. Baja Bug only running a 255. That is slow, Bo. So the Baja Bug lets him in. So where's Mantis gonna be at? Up in this weight class. Let's see. If y'all follow my show, then you know last week or the week before we opened up this all metal classic Opening hood, 427 Cobra. Ain't she nice? Let's see if the Mantis has got something for the Cobra today. We'll give the Mantis preferred lane number 2 this time around. The Cobra. We'll see what he's got in lane 1. See if this Mantis can beat up on a 427 Cobra. Really? Could he? I don't know. God, he is. Look at that wheelbase go. 2533 against a 2557. Cobra, you let us down, brother. Dang. Yeah, the Mantis is definitely in. 2533. No doubt, Mantis is in. Ford F-150 with a camper shell. Not the first fast truck we've all seen with a camper shell, right? Except the other one on TV is a Chevrolet. 2533, can the Cobra beat a 2533 to protect his spot? Let's see. Oh, the Cobra did beat that time, but look, y'all. 2514s all around. Mantis barely beat him to the line by a bumper. But hey, you know what? A win is a win. Cobra gave it his all second time around. But that's okay. I got plenty of room for both of them up here. So we know the Cobra is at the last of the line. Next up is my wife's favorite one that she bought me. This one's been all the way to Elevation Diecast before. That's where you got the little sticker. This is Hot Tub Classic All Metal. So, can a Ford truck with a camper beat a hot tub on wheels? That's a good question. Let's check out the answer right now, live for you boys and girls. Let's do it. Oh, hot tub laying down a 2494. Oh, showing Mantis something. 254 from the Mantis. I don't know why he falling down like that, but 2494, that's something. That is really something from a hot tub on wheels. 2494. I don't think he's gonna beat that. Don't think he's gonna beat that in the preferred lane, lane 2. 2494. That is awful fast. Golly, that Cobra 427 is way off. Going to have to do some tuning with the Cobra. It's gonna get kicked out. 2494. Hot tub beats him again. 2522 from the Mantis F-150. 2497 from the hot tub. So by that, we will say the Mantis is fast enough to get in, but not fast enough to put down the hot tub. Fast enough to beat a 427 all metal. Isn't that a shame, y'all? That is a shame. Now, just for reference, the top 2 cars is this Kyle Petty Pontiac. And of course, everybody loves this Datsun 510 wagon. No, this ain't all metal, is it? It sure feels that way. It's hard to tell with that matte paint on the bottom. But just so you'll see the times that the number 1 and number 2 in this weight class are running, then you'll understand just how fast you gotta be in this weight class, 45 to 54. God, look at that Pontiac run. 2447 and a 2476. Not bad by this wagon. Now, back in the day, before I started doing all my cars by weights, that wagon was in my top 20 all the time. But when I got these NASCARs, it sure shook things up. 2447, we'll switch the lanes. Then we'll put these away and start racing the new kids on the block, right? Oh yeah, especially that limited grip. Oh, can't wait to see what he does. I'm gonna switch the lanes up. And at the 30-minute mark, we will play What's in That Trailer. How exciting. Here we go, y'all. A little Pontiac and Datsun action, if you remember what a Datsun is. I know I do. Whoa! 2429 in that weight class. Wait a minute. Let me see. That is the 45 to 54. 2457. He just beat his old time, y'all. 2429. He just beat his old time. 2429. Ooh, 2429, y'all. We have a time to put down on the whiteboard. 2429. Look at that, y'all. Wow. 2429. Kyle Petty, I tell you what, he is cranking things out. Wow. A new fast time on the board. That's what I like to see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why we got the whiteboard. Let's see, his last time lasted what? Since 8/13. Okay. So almost a month. Wow. Kyle Petty's kicking it down in that one. Way to go, Kyle Petty. 2429. 2457 for the wagon is extremely fast. But you know what they say? The more money you spend on a car, the better quality of a car you're going to get. That's why these premium cars, some of them with the plastic wheels, they roll. Yeah, you're going to spend $10, but they will roll. And you will notice I also have some people call it an Aero Flash, but that is Silver Bullet over there. Of course, you know I got a Silver Bullet somewhere in my ranks. No doubt about it. So, let's see. We kicked it on the trucks for a while. Let's do some muscle car. Let's grab the Overboard 454 brand new out of the pack. Oh, good wheels. And you know I like my Corvette gasser. Don't forget, we got about 8 minutes and we're going to see what's in that trailer over there at the 30-minute mark. That's what we do every Wednesday. Hump day. Hope everybody's doing super well out there. We need these races on Wednesday afternoon to give us that pick-me-up to get us all the way to Friday. So here we go. Overboard 454. Big block blown Chevrolet Corvette gasser. Here we go. Hump day hammer down. Got that right. Oh, look, the Corvette gasser go. 2561. Overboard only bringing a 267. Maybe that big block's a little bit too much weight for him to handle, but the Corvette's not doing too bad at all. 2561. Let's give Overboard one little shot more. 2561, lane 1. See if he can beat it. 2561 in lane 1. Let's see what happens, y'all. Overboard 454 trying to beat out a Corvette gasser. 2561. Time to beat. Oh, the Corvette beat the time over in the preferred lane. So, a 2675 is very slow for this Overboard 454. Honestly, this is probably the second one that I've tried. The other one I tried was a different color variation. Not that great, y'all. Not that great. Oh, thanks for the love, y'all. Thanks for the likes. I really do appreciate it. So this little Corvette's running a 2539. Since we got about 6 minutes before our halfway mark, let's grab my original fast Corvette gasser. Oh, isn't that one nice? Yeah. Got the gold wheels, the Holly tampos on the side. I can definitely see that car running down the drag strip back in the day. So since we got 3 Corvettes, which one's faster? Here we go. Ronald said he got 2 of them and they fast. Well, let's check it out, Ronald. Oh, look at that gray one go. He just smoked the red one. Laying down a 2541. He's getting faster. Whoa, 2663. Little red Corvette, like Prince said. Maybe it looks good standing still, but not good on the track. All right, let's switch the lanes. 254.1. Yes, that's a pretty good time right there. 254.1. Now, me, myself, I do have a speed shop, but I do not like to take my cars to the speed shop unless I absolutely have to. If it's just one of those expensive cars I can live without, I will take it to the speed shop. Otherwise, I run it stock. 254.1, time to beat for the little red Corvette. Prince gonna roll over in his grave on this one. Yep, he sure is. All right, the new gas are running out of 2.555, 269. Little red Corvettes are getting worse, y'all. Bummer so far. The new Corvette on the block is the fast one. I guess the red one's just gonna have to come back over here where he was sitting at. One more to go to see which one's the fastest. And we have another 4.5 minutes. We got plenty of time to run this before we play what's in that trailer right there. Now this gasser Corvette came out of the 5-pack. We will give it the preferred lane. I will call that a turquoise. If you ever been to the classic car shows, then you know exactly where turquoise came from. Oh yeah, a lot of them old Chevys and Fords were that turquoise color, not to mention the trucks. So between these two Corvette gassers, who's the fastest? Let's find out. Oh, Ronald, that red one, I got it out of a single pack a long time ago. Probably last year, but God, they were running neck and neck. Y'all, look at that. 2562 to a 2567. Ooh, that 5-pack gasser gonna give him a little hard time. Okay. Well. Switch the lanes. Gray boy got to be the 2567. That was very close, y'all. I was running my mouth instead of watching the race. They were neck and neck all the way to the line. This time I'm gonna shut my beak. We're gonna pay attention to these little Corvettes because they running. They is running. All right, who's the fastest? 2567, time to beat. See what they look like at the line. Wow, another close one. Super close, 2554 to a 2558. My goodness, the new Corvette gasser on the block just happens to be the fastest. He beat out my 5-pack gasser Corvette in turquoise, but not by much. Wow. I would say these two Corvettes are pretty much even. So we'll put these right back over here by the track where they love to hang out with all the other businesses and cars that's been here. Charlie's Collectibles store down in Georgia. Got a few cars from a few places that we've shopped at and had dealings with. Fine people. And always thank you for watching this show, y'all. Let's kick it. We got 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes. Okay, I don't want to run the Pixel yet. Not quite yet. Let's run this Lotus. Look at that. Silver lace wheels. You know I like my silver lace wheels. And we got this Chaparral 2. So I guess there used to be a Chaparral 1, huh? Let's do it. 2 old school cars out of some old school packs. Both of them metal body, metal chassis. Who's going to be the fastest? Let's see. What part of Georgia? I'm in Georgia too. Oh, head over diecast. Charlie's Collectibles show. God, I have to look at the card again. Hold on. I've been to so many towns in Georgia, it's not even funny. We was at one last weekend. That show die-bombed. 2627 for the Lotus 2642. Let's see. Charlie's Collectible Show, brother. Stone Mountain, Georgia. That's it right there. PJ's Diecast, my brother. Stone Mountain, Georgia. What a great place to go to a show. We go to every one of their shows. They're actually recently coming to Raleigh, North Carolina. 2627. 2627 for the Lotus. I was hoping for a faster time out of that little car. But, you know, when you open up a car or a truck, you get what you get. Don't throw a fit. Oh, yeah, we're almost at that 30-minute mark. We got to end this. All right, 2627. Let's hit that button. Send them down the line. 2627. Time to beat. Let's see what we got. 2605 between these two. The Lotus with the silver lace wheels is the winner, but that is still slow for both of them. So I'm just gonna have to say what I don't like to say. And you notice I got my road blocked off over here. We even got a patrolman keeping them safe. We're going to have to start us a line. You know what kind of line it is. Not so impressive, pal. Oh my goodness. Them are too pretty to be not impressive, I tell you. Too pretty, too pretty, too pretty. It is that 30-minute mark, y'all. And over in this trailer we have, da-da-da, a new Max Steel. Check it out in gray with them red wheels. If y'all was watching the show last week, we had a Max Steel. Let me get all the way over here to my lightweight class. We had another Max Steel take the #1 spot from the 31 Model A Ford. So will this one do any good? Well, that's what we're gonna find out, boys and girls. This being an open wheel racer, this one being an open wheel racer, this is a 2Jet Z. Check out this 2Jet Z, all in metal. It is a little bitty car. Wow. Oh, okay. Like a fighter jet. That's pretty silly. But hey, it's not how it looks. It's how it runs. We have a new Max Steel in the house. We're gonna put it in the preferred lane and see what it's got for a classic Jet Z. Let's roll them, y'all. That's what we do. Rip and race. God, that Max Steel done gamped big time. 2501 to a 269. Ooh, now other shows, that little car's got some speed, but on this show, oh no, that's about the Max Steel. Daggum, that is slow. Wow, I'm disappointed. 2501. All right. Let's see this. Yeah, 2Jet Z. Okay, 2Jet Z. You get one more shot, brother. 2501. My goodness, that was not a good time. 2501 out of Max Steel in the gray. Let's see what happens with the Jet Z. 2501 is not shabby at all. Woo! Hey, Max Steel being very consistent. 2503, 2654. Wow, from this little metal car, daggum, that is slow. And he got gapped, so we're just not gonna try no more. 2503 is pretty excellent for the new Max Steel on the block. So this little car is just going to have to go over here. Not so impressive, pal. Oh, thank you for the likes, y'all. Appreciate the love, appreciate the love. This Max Steel, let's put him up again. I already know this one's not that fast, but I have a hard time finding lightweight cars. Let's see what he does against the R30. This is my only Nissan R30 that weighs just low enough to creep into this lightweight class. This one's sitting in #6. So let's see if Max Steel, the gray version, can handle a little Nissan R30 action. Boy, that would be quite the matchup on a real drag strip, wouldn't it? That would just be downright hilarious. I think so. Hammerhead says Nissan. Oh, we don't know the wheel situation, actually. You're right, T. Zoller. You're absolutely right. Here we go. Nissan R30. And we got a new Max Steel on the block. Oh, Max Steel running. Being very consistent. 2506, 2616 from the Nissan. Okay, Nissan. If you're going to protect your spot, you need to go a little faster than that. Max Steel done made a mockery out of you. 2506, lane 1. Let's see if the Nissan can protect this spot or if he's going to get booted. Just might get booted on out. Golly. A 261. 2506, time to beat. What does the R30 have? Does the R30 have anything for him? Wow, Max Steel gamped him. Super consistent. 2508. My goodness. 265. That's not too bad from the Nissan. He just got to hope that I don't keep finding fast cars, because if I do, this R30's in trouble, because that is quite the difference. 2508. Slide him on back a little bit. That means we need to make some room, ladies and gentlemen, because the R30 just got beat. Max Steel will have to show out against this Firebird Classic. You would think this Firebird, being as old as it is, it would have a metal bottom, but it don't. It's plastic on the bottom. It's probably why it falls in the lightweight class. All right, Max Steel. Let's see if Max Steel got what it takes to put down the Firebird for spot number 5. You don't know. We don't know until we go. Firebird gets the preferred lane to start off with. Let's go. New ones against the old ones. Yeah, maybe. Let's do it. Oh, Max Steel taking off. 2509 to a 262. Wow, all of my lightweight cars are rolling slow today. Max Steel about to whoop on them all. Goodness, 2509. Firebird's going to get a chance to catch up, maybe. 2509. Let's do it. Switch the lanes. Give this Firebird benefit of the doubt. After all, Camaros and Firebirds are my favorite. 2509. Let's see what happens. Max Steel definitely in there. God, he rolling and got faster in the preferred lane. 2491, 2612. Firebird ran a little bit better, but he just got booted out of spot number 5. Bummer. Max Steel giving it all he's got. Alrighty, so now the Firebird's in spot number 6. He's climbing up, y'all. He's climbing up. Now he's going to face off against the Lamborghini Miura. Wow. How interesting. We got us a new Max Steel. This time we'll give Max Steel the preferred lane to start off with and put Lamborghini Miura. Lane 1. Here we go. Doo-doo-doo. Max Steel. 2513. Lamborghini Miura running a little bit faster than the rest, though. 2608 is not too bad. Max Steel making quite the splash. 2513. Time for the Lamborghini to beat, maybe. Hammerhead said, no way, Lamborghini. Well, the Lamborghini will get another shot in the preferred lane to either match his time or beat it. 2513, here we go. Time to beat. Max Steel making quite the splash this afternoon. God, he's running. 2513, yeah, no doubt about it, Max. Max is showing out, y'all. Running 2513 in the opposite lane and also outrunning the Lambo. 2596, oh my goodness. Max, dude, really? He's tripping. Max is tripping, y'all. Max is definitely tripping, but he's got some really good roll to him. I mean, golly, great roll. Lamborghini knocked out a 4th. The former first place car, pedal driver, a treasure hunt. I opened just because it was cute. It was my number 1 for quite a while. So now Max Steel going 4. Well, we'll give it lane 1. We'll give pedal driver the preferred lane, lane 2. Max Steel taking on number 3 place. Let's get it. Wow, y'all. This is exciting. We actually found some speed at the beginning of the show. That's usually pretty hard. 2499. Max Steel getting faster. 259 out of pedal driver, but pedal driver is probably just not warmed up. It's even got the little holes in the bottom for your feet. Ha ha. How humorous is that? It is very humorous. 2499. Time to beat in lane 1 of all lanes. Max Steel laying down, boy. Woof. burning things up in this lightweight class tonight. Golly. But it was the fastest thing for Hot Wheels, in my opinion. Yeah, there you go. Here we go. Paul Stanley, what's up, dude? What's the setup to do this? First of all, it's lots of money, bro. Lots of money never hurt. All right, y'all. Pedal driver. Place number 3 in these lightweight ranks. Max Steel in the gray. Trying to take it away. Let's see what happens. Max Steel rolling. God, 2513. Super consistent in either lane. 2513 again for Max Steel. Wow. Pedal driver only a 261. All of my lightweight cars are making it so easy for Max Steel to walk all over them. 2513. God. Lordy, 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 lordy. All right. Well, we know pedal driver got beat. Now it's time for the fast ones. Number 2, 1931 Ford. These little cars, got it going on. See them thin wheels in front? Ah, yeah, there's something about them thin wheels. Let's see what Max Steel has. We will get the benefit of the doubt. The number 2 car will get the preferred lane. Now, I can just imagine back in the 30s seeing that race. Don't you? I can definitely see that. I would like to show my cars and trucks. You got it, Ronald, anytime, but not tonight. Diecast Shepherd. All right, Diecast Shepherd, check it out. Place number 2 in the lightweight class. Max Steel in the gray, trying to take it away. Let's do it. Max Steel running on him. Max still running on him. Still running a 251. This time not a 2513 like he's been doing. 2515 against a 2589. Max still rolling. Ooh, he's on fire. 2515. It's going to be the time to beat for this 1931 Ford. Those that race know about these little Fords. They know these 1931 Fords will roll. So, time to beat in lane 1. 2515. Can the Ford protect his spot, or is it fixing to get kicked on down a notch? 2515. We're about to find out right now before your very eyes. God, look at Max Steel. He beat the time in the preferred lane, 2512. Now, since this is in the top 5 and Max Steel decides he's going to crank things up a little bit in the opposite lane, we're going to give the Ford one chance to answer to that 2512. Because I always like to go 3 rounds when it comes to my top cars. 2512. 2512. Just in case that one fast time is a fluke. Because anybody that raced diecast, they know sometimes these little cars will show out and then fall out. 2512. Time to beat. Can the Ford protect his number 2 spot? Let's see. No, he will not. As a matter of fact, Max still getting faster. 2508. Max showing out, brother. I don't know about you right now, but you showing out. All right. 1931 Ford just got knocked down a notch, y'all. So we're going to have a very interesting race right here, right now, between 2 Max Steels. Because one of them's got to be number 1, and one of them's got to be number 2. Boy, oh boy, girl, oh girl, I'm telling you what. It has been a night of showdowns on this channel tonight. And it started out with the Silverado debate. The Silverado EVs. Ooh-wee, things are hot in here. Now we got us a Max Steel race going on for number 1 spot. Lightweight, 29.99 grams and less. And you know what? I'm so dumb, I forgot, y'all. Hold on. I'm so forgetful sometimes because I get all caught up in the racing that we need to weigh them out. 26 for the gray. And the number 1, it's been number 1 for a while. About the same weight. So there we go. They both qualify. 29.99 grams or less to be in the lightweight class. I just wanted to prove it, y'all. Because it ain't about just talking a bunch of junk. You got to prove it. And that's what we're going to do. One of these max steels will be number 1. And one of these max steels will be number 2. But which one is which? Oh, don't even get to rabbit hole unless you really love them. Oh, brother, tell me about it. I'm in that rabbit hole. Every race. Shit, they hang pretty good, but that gray one, check him out. 2521, he dropped out from his 251.3, huh? 2533 from the Blue Max Steel. But the Blue Max Steel is cold. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna call that one just a warm-up lap. That one did not count. Even though it did, but it didn't. 2521, we're gonna switch the lanes. Because now that the blue ones had a warm-up lap, let's see what it'll do. 2521. Love y'all. Appreciate the likes. Thank you very, very much, y'all. And thank you very, very much for tuning in to the live. We are racing. We are rolling. We got 2 Max Steel showing down for first place. Who will it be? Blue or gray? Oh, I don't know. But right now, this lane, this round is going to count. There goes the gray one again. Running a 250 flat to a 2532. The blue slowed down. Oh no. Switch the lanes. We're going to give the blue a chance to answer. 250 flat. He can match the time, or he can beat the time, or he can move over. Either way, there will be a round 3. This, ladies and gentlemen, is round 2. 2500 time to beat for the boy in blue over there. I don't know. Kind of look like he's choking. 2500. Wow, they're so dead even coming down the hill. Both of them running slower. 2521, 2535. What? Boy in blue running slow, y'all. But this gray one has got things cranked up. 2521, lane 1, time to beat. Boy in blue gets one last chance. 2521. Because you know my top tippity top cars, I run 3 races just to be sure. But it's looking like the Challenger is going to take spot number 1. That's what it's looking like. 2521 between 2 Max Steels. And then we got a few more new cars to run. 2521. Oh, wow. Blue Max Steel did not beat the time. He got a 2525. That is not a 2521 or better, but a 2496. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new number 1, the gray Max Steel. We'll take the number 1 spot in the lightweight class. Racing is racing, and if you don't bring your best to the table, then you lose your spot. How about that? This is how the ranks look now in our lightweight class. I know, pedal driver. Lord have mercy. At least we got 2 golf cars, right? We got 2 golf cars. That's pretty good. Not too bad at all. We only got 10 in the lightweight class because there's not that many cars that are lightweight. And the Silverados, they were fun. They were definitely fun. These are the 3 leftover cars from last week. That X-Ray Racer 69 Chevelle. I can't give up on that car, but I'm telling you, we got a couple more trucks to run. 83 Silverado. Lo and behold, look at that pretty paint job. And we got us a new limited grip in purple, green, and pink. Now, just in case y'all wondering, this limited grip has a lot of different versions. I have all the versions open. This little truck is based on a real drift truck. Sure is. I like the story behind it, and I like all that design. I like the fact that it don't have a hood. That's just wide open, you know what I'm saying? 83 Silverado. First time on the track. Oh, he got gapped. He got gapped in a serious way. 2522. Limited grip not doing too bad. 2522 2753 for the Silverado. Like I alluded to before, every time a tail takes one of these heavier castings and they lower it like that, oh, they're awful on the tracks. 2522. At least that's been my experience anyway. Limited grip, easily winning that one. Here we go. Doo-doo-doo. Y'all sure is chatting. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Let's see. I'll make sure that I have a good collection and not break 100,000. I'm not even going to keep counting what I'm spending. I'm just not going to do it. 2522. Pretty good time out of that limited grip. I don't worry about the few dollars I spend on cars, as long as you enjoy it. Oh, he got gap big time. That Silverado is just slow. 2524 for the limited grip Silverado. He looks good on the shelf. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna put him over here by the Corvettes because there's no way that truck is ever gonna be competitive, not with a 276. It's just not even worth looking at. But what kind of weight do we get from a limited grip? Where would he go at? Just in case he's competitive, because a 252 isn't too bad. Hey, he's 29 and under, y'all. Check it out. It never dawned on me to check my limited grips. Well, y'all. Well. Brand new truck. I've been looking for one to take the place of this car. Let's see. This one is Glory Chaser. I like the fact that this Glory Chaser is a Gulf livery, but that thing is noisy and it does not get good times. So we just might have us a new gatekeeper, if nothing else. But he's got to win first, right? Here we go. Limited grip. Gonna break in to the lightweight class. Oh, he gapped him. He gapped him in a serious way and got faster. 2511, not shabby at all. Limited grip. Way to go, bro. 282. Wow. Like I was alluding to, this car is slow and noisy. 2511. Probably shouldn't have been there to begin with, but getting lightweight cars is hard. They're just not plentiful at all. But we got to do it the right way and give it a second chance, because everybody deserves a second chance, right? We believe in second chances. Oh, appreciate the likes, everybody. Thank you very much. 2511, limited grip, laying down a pretty sweet time. It's definitely going to be in the top 10. Oh, wow, major gappage. Hey, limited grips being consistent in the 251 range. 2518, 2892. Okay, Glory Chaser. You look good, but that's all you're going to accomplish is looking good, okay? Limited grip just definitely took that spot. So let's grab this Porsche. This is a very, very nice model Porsche. Not only am I into my Camaros and Firebirds, but I do like my Porsches. This is a very nice model. I do not have the latest black one. I saw it today in the store, but this is before payday, so I worry more about gas money than I do buying another car. So here we go. Limited grip going for spot number 8. Or spot number 7. 5, 6. Oh yeah, spot number 8. Oh, and he got it too. He got it. And he's running faster. 2508. Oh man, he's gonna crack the top 5 with that 250 stuff. Wow, 258 out of the Porsche. We'll give it a chance to answer. After all, limited grip is a little bit warmed up. 2508 is the time to beat. Limited grip. Throwing down some good time. Wow, 2508. So, switch the lanes, put the Porsche on down. 2508, time to beat. Porsche about to lose this spot. Limited grip. A little bit slower that time, 2516, but still he beat the Porsche to the line, 2597. Porsche is going to get knocked down a notch, I hate to say, because I like my Porsches. Limited grip moving on up. Let's see, we'll sit him right here. So we will move on down. Let's go straight for the throat. Let's pull number 5, the Lamborghini. Let's see if Limited Grip's got something for the Lamborghini Miura. Because if I remember right, the Lambo was not running a 251. It was a little bit slower than that. I believe it was a 253 just earlier, don't you? Here we go, y'all. Like I say, happy hump day to everyone. And thank you for joining in on the live. We need these kind of races on Wednesday afternoon to give us a little pick-me-up so we can make it to Friday. Limited Grip trying to take 5th spot. Here we go. Steel City, how you doing, brother? Limited Grip going back to a 2509 in lane 1. Not shabby at all. 258 for the Lambo. Terrible time. Terrible, terrible. And I hate to say I have 3 of those Lambos open, and that's the fastest one. Golly. How embarrassing. A 250 to a 2588. Woo. We'll give it a chance to answer after all it is in the top 5. We have to be fair about things. We will switch the lanes. Give the Lamborghini one shot to protect his number 5 spot, or it gets knocked down a notch. 2509, time to beat or at least match. Let's see what happens. Woo! Limited Grip land just a little bit slower. 252 solid to a 260. Lambo. It must have some slick tires because he's losing grip while the truck is gaining grip. So Limited Grip moving up a notch. Let's move our cars on down. My poor little Firebird back down to number 7 already. Limited Grip's gonna have to take on Pedal Driver. And I know I did not weigh Pedal Driver earlier, so we'll do that now. We will refresh our memory, put him on the scale. It's right at the edge, 2993, but hey, this lightweight class is 2999 or below. Limited Grip, 2805, 2806. So realistically, Pedal Driver has just a little bit more weight to roll with downhill. So if both of them had the same wheels, the same wheel base, the Pedal Driver would win. But life ain't like that, is it? Limited Grip going for spot number 4. Let's see what happens. Oh, he gapped him. He gapped him. 2527. Pedal Driver gets a 2635. Well, little Pedal Driver, you were number 1 a month ago, but you're not now. 2527 is the time to beat. Limited Grip running strong tonight, straight out of the pack. Wow. No dust, no oil, no nothing. No magic, no prayers, nothing. Straight out the pack action. 2527. Time to beat for Pedal Driver, or it's just going to have to pedal its butt on out of the way. Yep, Limited Grip got him. 2516 to a 259, and Pedal Driver's upset about it because he even hit Limited Grip at the end. Look, knocked a little speck of paint off of him and everything. Pedal Driver throwing a fit like a child. Lost this spot. Get that speck of paint off my track. 2516 takes it. Limited Grip now in 4th spot. Lordy, y'all. It is a day for the lightweight class to find some speed. 1931 Ford, we know it is warmed up because it just had a race against that Gray Max Steel. So, Limited Grip going to lane 1. 1931 Ford Model A going into preferred lane number 2. Who y'all pulling for? The truck or the Ford Model A? Here we go. Donta Jr., thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. Here we go, y'all. Ah, TZ Taylor says Ford. Oh, limited grip, taking him to school. 2509 to a 258. The Ford's done cooled off, y'all. Huh, we must have interrupted his dinner time because he ain't running good at all. 2509, time to beat in lane 1. Can the Ford pull it off? Or is the Ford just going to have to pull off to the side and let limited slip on by? It's going to look like he's going to slip on by, all right. 250 to a 258. That's pretty big difference. Here we go. 2509. It's on the Ford now. Nope, he ain't gonna do it. As a matter of fact, limited grip got just a teensy-weensy bit faster. He got a 2508 in the preferred lane 2. 1931 Ford 257 just lost his number 3 spot. That means limited grip has 2, not 1, but 2 max steel to deal with. Not good. Not good at all. And our 31 Ford, which was number 1 for a whole week, it just got pushed out again. He's going to have to go against number 2, the boy in blue, Max Steel. Wow. Who would have thought Max Steel, getting knocked out of first, was about to get knocked out of second? We'll be nice. We'll be nice to the boy in blue. We'll put him in the preferred lane to begin with. And like we said, we know these are already warmed up because, well, they just raced. I had no idea this limited grip was in the lightweight class. I'm so glad to have a scale. Oh, that was a tight race, y'all. That was a tight race. Max Steel gave him a hard time. 2515. Limited grip slowing up a little bit. 2535. Ooh, 2515. Max Steel almost got him. So, Max Steel got to beat a 2515 in lane 1 if he's going to protect spot number 2. Wow. And we got to put down a faster time on our whiteboard just a little while ago by the gray Max Steel. That's awesome. No, wait a minute. That was Kyle Petty. Yep, that was Kyle Petty. My bad. Anyways, limited grip is in the preferred lane. 2515 is the time to beat for Max Steel. Let's see what happens. Whoa. Well, look at there. There's the answer. Limited grip. 2516 in the preferred lane. 253. Max Steel running slower. You know what I do? You know I do 3 rounds when it comes to my top tier top cars and trucks. 2516. 2516 in the preferred lane. Okay, boy in blue once again gets the preferred lane. 2516, or is get out of the way for limited grip. Wow, and that's a limited grip in purple, y'all. Seriously. Whoo. And limited grip decides to beat his own time in the opposite lane. 2515 and wins the race and takes second place from the boy in blue. Limited grip showing out, y'all. I don't know if that's fair or not fair, but hey, win's a win, loss is a loss. Here we go. All right, limited grip now going for spot number 1. This lightweight class, y'all, tonight has been on fire. This little Max Steel just got number 1, what, 10 minutes ago? Woo-wee. And it was the car that was hidden in the trailer when we played What's in That Trailer. So that was a heck of a car that was hiding in the trailer. Limited grip getting the preferred lane. Max Steel in gray. Whew, we've had a lot of head-to-head racing that really mattered tonight in these ranks. Wow. This is wearing me out, y'all. All right, let's give them a warm-up lap, and then the next 2 laps will count. That way we sure for sure that gray Max Steel is warmed up and ready. God, that was right at the line. Look how close this race is going to be. This one does not count, but look at that. 2512 to a 2515. Limited grip in purple making one heck of a statement. Gonna try and put down the brand new number one. Max Steel's been number one for a whole 10 minutes. Okay, that one did not count, but we're gonna switch the lanes and the next two races will count for number one spot. Because that's how we roll. Switch the lanes. So, number one, Max Steel in gray against the brand new limited grip. Both of these are brand new to this show. Let's see what kind of time they lay down right now because the scoreboard is 0-0. That was super close. Look at that. Max Steel already giving him a hard time. 2.514. Finally, somebody beat limited grip in the last 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, 2.516 to a 2.514. So limited grip's gonna have to beat a 2.514 in the preferred lane. That's just the way it is. He's got to beat a 2.514 in the preferred lane if he wants spot number one. The gray Max Steel just laid it out for him. So now it is time to put up or shut up. This is the race right here. This one right here is the one that counts. 2.514. That's pretty fast, y'all. That's pretty fast. God, they were neck and neck. Oh, and he answers 2.509. Both of them beat the 2.514. Realistically, both of them beat that time. But limited grip did beat it, and he reset the time for 2.509. We're going to go to another round. 2.509. Max Steel, being number one, gets one shot to beat a 2.509. 2.509. We have to be fair, super fair when it comes to the top three. I don't care how many rounds it takes. If they keep resetting that time for a faster time, then we'll just keep on running them. 2.509. Because one of them's bound to be faster and one of them bound to be slower. 2.509. Super tight. I can't even call it. Can't even call it. Max Steel did not beat the 2.509. As a matter of fact, limited grip beat him on the inside with a 2.510. Gray Max Steel was number one for a whole 10 minutes. Limited grip just took a spot. What do y'all think about that? That is nuts. I don't think I've ever had a number one that turned around and lost the spot 10 minutes later. Wow, y'all. And this is the first time in this show that a pickup truck has been in the number one position. I've been at this a year and a half, and I have not had a pickup truck in the number one position at all. But we still have 3 more cars over here to run before everybody gets tired of hearing me run my jaws about cars. We have this one right here. This is White Heat. And you want to talk about... this car got some weight, metal on metal. Look at them skinny little wheels. That is crazy. Look at that. It's crazy pretty though, right? And we have the new Pixel Shaker. Now, there's been another channel that ran the Pixel Shaker and really liked it because it was a winner. So let's check it out, boys and girls. We still have these 3 vehicles to run, so let's run them. Might be fast, might be slow. Let's get it. Well, there goes the Pixel Shaker. Running down a 2.55 flat to a 2.65 by the White Heat. Okay, well, you know, White Heat must not mean heat on the track because that's definitely not heat on the track. 2.550. Time to beat in the preferred lane. So far, Pixel Shaker bringing home the win against the classic White Heat with them thin tires. Wow. Okay. 2.550, here we go. So far, it don't look like the White Heat's bringing the heat at all. No, not at all. Pixel Shaker laying down a 2.556, winning that easily on the outside. So Pixel Shaker won that race, no doubt about it, from the inside and the outside. White heat did not bring no heat, especially with a 259. 259 is just not impressive, y'all. So now we have 4 over here in our not so impressive pile. That is just crazy. Pixel shaker. We'll hold on to our pixel shaker because we have another fantasy car from this year. You can tell by the pack design right there. Aerodynamic. Okay. I like those wheels. That remind me of FTE wheels, but they're blue. Let's check it out, y'all. After all, speed can come from anywhere. You can open any pack, car, or truck, and it's 50-50 whether it is fast or slow. You just never know until you go. Let's do it. Pixel shaker. And the Aerodynamic. Pixel shaker taking the win. 2571 right there. This Aerodynamic just not being impressive, but it looks nice, right? Don't that car look nice? I think it looks. White pink got this. Sorry, skater lad. The white one just didn't bring the heat. Pixel shaker is the Pixel shaker getting a 2571. Well, Aerodynamic. We'll switch the lanes. Give you benefit of the doubt. But so far, Pixel shaker is bringing home some wins. And you just never know where you're going to find some speed. Looks like a little Lego man would go down in there, right? I mean, that's perfect for a little Lego man. I'm going to have to find me a Lego man. Stick me a Lego man in there. Want me to say Lego man again? Lego man. Yeah, Pixel shaker easily taking that. A 2745 by Aerodynamic is not impressive. 256 is not that great, but hey, win's a win. Wow. Okay, Aerodynamic. I'm pretty sure I've opened that one before, but I had to try it again, so Aerodynamic is added to the not so impressive pile. But a Pixel shaker doing very well. Not bad at all. Now, before we end this show, we got a little bit of unfinished business. Number one, thanks to the lovely wife, Miss CC, we have a new whole contraption for all of our cars in this weight category, 30 to 44. But last week, this FTE Nova got bumped out of his spot, but did not get a fair shake to get a spot back. So let's pull the FTE Audacious and get him to the track. I hate to see my Nova go, but he's got to fight his way in just like everybody else. And when you get bumped out, you got to win from the bottom back up. That's just the way it goes. Rebel flag on the shelf. You know that's right. Wow, they running fast. They running fast. Nova 2478. Audacious getting a 2488. Both of them being FTE cars. Audacious gave him a little bit of a hard time. But, hey, 2478. Not bad. Not bad at all. 247 is a very quick time. Let's get him back to the starting gate. So far, looks like the Nova is back in because Audacious is the gatekeeper. Let's do it. 2478 in the preferred lane, or the Nova gets in again. God, they were running neck and neck. Whoo, neck and neck. Audacious did not beat the time, but the Nova just about got the same time in lane 1, 2479. Not bad at all. So that means our FTE Nova is back into this weight category. So we'll see him right there. Audacious comes back. We'll just see him right there on the bottom. We'll skip up a couple and go to the Shelby Mustang. One of my favorites from the Night Burners 5-pack. I have 2 versions of this car. I have a dark maroon red one and this blue one. But as things would work out, the blue one is faster than the red. So here we go. FTE Nova. Trying to move up a few spots, maybe ahead of this Shelby GT500. Let's check it out. Muscle car, muscle car. Oh, two sick Hot Wheels. I really like this drag setup that you have when they need to build something like this. Well, I can't say that I built it. I bought it. It is from Play Robotics. This is the Pro set that also came with the remote control. I just don't use the remote control. But it has different settings. I could go to the fat track like a lot of other people go to that don't have the rib in the middle. But, oops, knocked the car down. That happens. I like drag racing. Here we go. Shelby GT500 and FTE Nova head to head. Oh, the Shelby showing him something. 2478. The Mustang's not playing around tonight. 2494. That's a slower time from the Nova. Okay. 2478 is the time to beat for the Nova. Will he do it? I don't know. Let's check it out. 2478. Who do we appreciate? Hot Wheels. That's who we appreciate. That's for sure. 2478. In the preferred lane, number 2. Can the Nova do it? 2478. Wow. Well, the Nova did beat the time, and so did the Mustang. Now the time to beat is a 2455. Way to go, Shelby Mustang. He's showing out. That's a quick time. 2455, lane 1. Check it out, Nova. 2455. We're going to race him again just because we can. We like to race. That's the reason we are here. Let's change the lanes again. One more time. Then we'll see if the Nova, how far it's going to go back up. Where it came from in that class. 2455. He's definitely in there. Oh, but he did not beat the Mustang's time. Matter of fact, Mustang running a 2469. Way to go, Shelby Mustang. And that's beating an FTE car. Wow, okay. So the Nova's going to be behind the Mustang, not in front of it. Because the Shelby Mustang said, no, you don't. Not today, you don't. So let's get out the Buick Grand National with the gold Ultra Hot Wheels. Let's see what the Grand National's running today. Let's count this as a warm-up lap, because the Grand National hasn't ran at all this week. Sorry, had to pick up my car. I accidentally knocked my Vega FTE off. All right, here we go. Let's press the button and let this Grand National warm up with them Ultra Hot Wheels. That looked kind of slow, bro. And it was 2488. 2477 from the Nova. Warm up lap complete. We're going to switch the lanes. See what the Nova does on the inside. Or excuse me, on the outside. Lane 2, the preferred lane against this Buick Grand National with those gold Ultra Hots looking flashy and classy as can be. So these next 2 races definitely count. Here we go. What you got under that hood, Grand National? Nova says 2458. Grand National running a 2496. No way. Slipping, bro. God, 2458. Okay, we're going to switch the lanes. The Grand National gets a chance to answer. 2458 is going to be the time to beat in the preferred lane for this Grand National. I cannot believe it is running that slow. It must have some dirt in the axle or something, because that is not what it was running before. 2458, or the Grand National is getting kicked down a notch. And he don't do it. He don't do it. Matter of fact, the Nova wins the race from lane 1, 2488 from the Grand National. Well, I am worried, because that kicks the Grand National down a notch. And that's one of the worst times I've ever seen the Grand National run. Golly. But at any rate, we'll scoot my Medieval down. Grand National. We got, yeah, I know the reason I'm skipping them is because I like 5 per shelf and there's 6 spaces. So that kind of drives me crazy. But one thing I do want to know, this is my FTE Medieval. This one has been on the road. I took this one to a toy show and raced it. Haha. Nobody could beat me with Medieval FTE. That was funny. He's an unknown car too. Let's put the National. I'm gonna put him on the spot. I'm gonna put him on the spot because I'm pretty sure this FTE Medieval can really kick some butt. But I'm worried about that Grand National. I've never seen him run that slow, y'all. Here we go. Wow, that was neck and neck. Yeah, kind of what I figured. A 2497 to a 2498. Grand National barely losing to Medieval FTE. When the last time you seen an FTE outrun a known fast car, ultra hot Grand National? 2497. Okay. 2497. I get the feeling this Grand National is about to fall out. And that's what happened, y'all. I'm telling you, you can get a car out of the pack and run it 10 times and it just be beautiful. And then after that, it just fall right out. 2497, time to beat. Can the Grand National do it? Let's find out. Oh, no, he does not. As a matter of fact, Medieval got him. 2494 from the other lane. 2499, lane 2, the preferred lane. Grand National gave it everything he had down to the point where he crashed right off of the track. Medieval will move up a spot, which puts the Grand National in a very bad spot. That means my Grand National that I like so much is down at the bottom. Well, y'all, I really loved y'all tuning in today. This is all my funny cars. I did not open any funny cars today to really run any good. I did pick this one up over the weekend. It's got red lines. Oh yeah, same body style as this blue one. I haven't ran it much to see if it was competitive or not. But just as a tease, my number one has always been number one. This Hershey's car. No dust, no oil, no nothing. Let's pull down number one and number two as our last race tonight. Now my number two car, always bouncing around. Sometimes it's number two, sometimes it's number four. This Pontiac Firebird. Now these cars are all metal. These funny cars are from a long time ago, but they sure are fun to run. And this household, Hershey's, is always number one. Let's see if he's going to protect his spot today. We'll give him one warm-up lap and then 2 laps to prove what they got. Hershey said, I don't need a warm-up lap. What you talking about? 2458 to a 2462. All right, still, that's a warm-up lap. Not bad for a warm-up lap. 245. We're going to switch the lanes and run 2 rounds just because we can. And that's the way to end the show, you know what I'm saying? With some heavyweights, some funny cars. And these, when I'm telling you, is heavyweights. They are heavyweights. These are 65 grams and over. That's the only way to get into this class. All right, Mr. Hershey's, you are in the preferred lane. That is the Ford Pro body style. Running a 2456 in the preferred lane, 2466 for the Pontiac Firebird. He's getting a teensy-weensy bit faster. We're going to switch the lanes and see if the Firebird just happens to beat a 2456. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. But we got to give it a shot, right? Because everybody deserves a second chance. So, time to beat 2456 in the preferred lane. Can Firebird pull it off? Don't know. No, he will not. Firebird lays down a 2459. Hershey's a 2450. Hershey's is always my number one car. Will be probably until the end of this show, or if I die first. You just never know. Thank y'all very, very much for tuning in today. I sure do appreciate it. We sure got some pretty cars over here in the do not impress me pile. What a bummer. I like that white one with them wheels. That's sick. But you know how it goes, y'all. You know how it goes. We did find some speed out of the gray EV and the Pixel Shaker. What a surprise. I'm going to go find me a Lego person to fit in there this weekend. Peace and love, y'all. Be sure to share the love with one another. Tell your brothers, tell your sisters, tell your mom and dad, tell your neighbors about this show. It is very family friendly. We race cars, we open cars, we talk about cars and trucks. That is what we do. That's what this hobby is all about. Peace and love to y'all. I will see y'all next week. You too, Zamac. Take care. Later, y'all. Peace.